Good evening and welcome to Just Event Online News at 9. I am Rashidat Morino. The news headlines. EU, Nigerian Health Forum to boost manufacturing capacity. National Assembly committed to strengthen democracy through education, says Akpabio and Abbas. AbdulRazaq unveils Kwara coding and digital literacy initiative, rewards young innovators. Reps pass bill to strengthen proceed of crime act for second reading. Women Minister backs drive to upscale Nigerian businesses. UN Women tags government on gender inclusion in peace-building efforts. Prioritize Nigerian oil sector funding. Upstream regulators urges Bank of American. Mbah seeks reform for SMEs to have easier access to finance. Now the news in details. The European Union delegation to Nigeria and ECOWAS, in collaboration with the Presidential Initiative for Unlocking the Healthcare Value Chain and the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development, will host a high-level signature event and health investment forum on October 30th, 2025. The Nigerian EU Health Investment Forum, themed Made in Nigerian, Made for Health, will bring together government officials, industry leaders, development partners, and investors. The forum aims to boost Nigerian manufacturing capacity, strengthen regulatory system, and mobilize investment across the country's pharmaceutical and healthcare ecosystem. Senate President Akpabio and House of Representatives Speaker Abbas have reaffirmed the commitment of the National Assembly to strengthen democracy through education, research, and institutional development. The National Assembly leaders spoke at the 9th convocation of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. They underscored the role of education, particularly legislative and democratic studies, in fostering accountable governance, improving public service delivery, and sustaining democratic development in Nigeria. Kwara State Office of the Special Advisor on Digital Innovation, led by Honorable Babatunde Ishola Kayode, officially launched a major youth empowerment drive on Wednesday. The launch of the Kwara Coding and Digital Literacy Program, Kwara Features exhibition, took place at the State Banquet Hall, and its theme, From Curiosity to Capability, Nurturing Digital Talent for a Safer and Brighter Future, signals a focused effort to equip public school students with fundamental coding, digital skills, and innovative problem-solving tools to advance the state technology sector. In his address, Governor AbdulRazaq hailed Kwara youth as the cornerstone of the state digital transformation. He highlighted significant investment in infrastructure like the Ilorin Innovation Hub, alongside supportive policies, digital hubs, and international partnership, which he claims have positioned Kwara as Nigerian leading innovation ecosystem, allowing local startups to sustain globally without relocation. The governor congratulated the participating students and schools for their unbelievable innovations, urging them to maintain this momentum. It shows that the ideas serve as a blueprint for redefining Kwara as a global tech hub. Pledging continued government support, he announced potential adoption of student-developed apps. Governor AbdulRazaq also presented cash prizes ranging from 1 million naira to 250,000 to the top 3 winners, along with awards for the best innovation centers, best instructor, and best school participation.
That you don't need to live in Kwara to work in the Silicon Valley. You don't need to leave Kwara to work in China. You don't need to leave Kwara to work in Lagos. And you can do that like you demonstrated to us today. The government is supporting and engaging you, and some of these apps will be implemented by government. And
speaking with the media, Special Assistant on Digital Innovation, Honorable Ishola Kayode, described the turnout as super impressive, exceeding expectation with viable projects from GSS1 to SS3 public school participants. He thanked the governor for his presence, which brings joy to young attendees. Kayode noted that the program screened 27 entries down to 10 for presentation due to time constraints and encouraged ongoing inspiration among stakeholders for long life learning.
We really want to thank each and everybody that has made it to this event. Most notably His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara State, who has deemed it fit to identify with us and to also come to this particular event. His Excellency waited for more than 3 hours for this event, and I can see the joy on the faces of the young people who we are celebrating today. So the message to people today is that we are inspired, and we need to be inspired more, because this is the future of Kwara, a Kwara where young people can dream and can also realize their dreams by building on the wave in the digital world. So you can see all the brilliant presentations, projects that school kids from JS1, JS2 down to SS2 today are presenting, and this is something that is really, really exemplary.
Kwara Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Honorable Dr. Lawal Olongbebe, added that development does not come accidentally. It must be meticulous, planned for, highlighting the strategic role for digital empowerment. Saman Obayemi Suleiman, teacher at United Junior Secondary School, Taiwo Saleh, expressed his excitement about the impact, calling the student performance really amazing after a month's preparation. He urged the government to host more such events.
Underestimate these students because they have the capacity to actually do this thing. They are not too young, because the world is evolving and we're now in a digital age. These kids need to adopt these skills, because that is what is being looked forward to in the labor force by the time they graduate. And for the Kwara State government, this shows the vision of the government in and of itself, for them to curate a digitally literate society, starting with our young minds, so that by the time they grow up, by the time their generation, by the time they become the leaders of this state, they will be able to solve more problems we are facing with this particular set of tools.
Participants widely commended the Kwara State government's effort to build a digitally literate society, empowering future leaders to tackle contemporary challenges. The event concluded with the Kids Innovation Panel, featuring young panels like Kamaldun Balikis and Covenant Oladuhoye, who shared their award-winning journeys in agri-tech and virtual health boats. The House of Representatives yesterday passed for the second reading a bill to strengthen the recovery and management of the proceeds of crimes in the country. The bill, sponsored by Yusuf Adams, seeks to amend the Proceeds of Crime, Recovery and Management Act No. 92 of 2022. The lawmaker said it was a landmark legislation aimed at strengthening the fight against corruption, money laundering, and economic and financial crimes. Minister of Women Affairs, Hajiya Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has called for a renewed commitment to empower Nigerian women through structured business practices, innovation, and strategic investment in the hospitality and events management sector, describing it as a critical engine for economic devastation and inclusive growth. Speaking at the African Hospitality and Events Management Continental Business Summit and Masterclass in Abuja, the minister said Empowering women within high-growth sectors like hospitality is not just an economic imperative, but a national development strategy aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The hospitality and event sector is one of the most human expressions of who we are as Nigerians. One, creative, resilient, and endlessly welcoming, she stated. The United Nations Women Nigerian has tasked the Nigerian government with moving beyond policy formulation and ensuring effective implementation, monitoring, and accountability mechanisms that drive real change in gender inclusivity in peace-building efforts. The country representative of UN Women Nigerian, Mrs. Beatrice, gave the charge on Tuesday at a 3-day Nigerian Security Actors Gender Symposium organized by the Defense Helicopter Department of Civil Military Relations. She commended Nigeria for attaining 37.9% female participation in peacemaking operation, surpassing the United Nations 17% benchmark. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulation Commission has called on Bank of America and other key financial institutions to prioritize funding for Nigerian oil sector. According to NUPLC, boosting investment in upstream activities is essential to sustaining production growth and ensuring energy security. The chief executive of NUPLC, Engineer Gbenga Komolafe, made this call when he met the managing director and head of investment banking, Sub-Saharan Africa, Bank of America, Cuba, at the NUPLC operative headquarters in Abuja on Tuesday. Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah has called for reforms to strengthen access to finance for small and medium-scale enterprises and ensure Nigerian benefits from the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme. The governor described the ETLS as a major opportunity to expand trade across the West African region. Mbah, who was represented by his deputy, Ifihaya, spoke at a one-day sanitization workshop on the NTLS with the theme Increasing Intra-Regional Trade through ETLS held on Monday at the International Conference Center in Enugu. And that is all on Just Events Online News at 9. Here is a recap of the news headlines. EU, Nigerian Health Forum to boost manufacturing capacity. National Assembly committed to strengthen democracy through education, says Akpabio and Abbas. AbdulRazaq unveils Kwara coding and digital literacy initiative. Reward young innovators. Reps pass bill to strengthen proceed of Crime Act for second reading. Women Minister backs drive to upscale Nigerian businesses. UN Women task government on gender inclusion in peace-building efforts. Prioritize Nigerian oil sector funding. Upstream Regulator urges Bank of America. Mbah seeks reform to SMEs to have easier access to finance. Remember, the pain of today is the power of tomorrow. For more news, visit www.justeventsonline.com. And to read more updates, follow us on our social media platform with a tap at Just Events Online. You can also send us an email on justeventsonline@gmail.com. I am Rashidat Muraino. Good night.